Kevin Nunes had his whole life ahead of him. He was a talented footballer playing semi-professionally for Stafford Rangers. Aged just 20, he was about to become a father. But on 19th September 2002, his life was tragically cut short. Kevin was shot dead in Pattingham, Staffordshire, a victim of gun violence that shocked the community. The investigation into his murder was complex from the start. Staffordshire police faced a wall of silence. Witnesses were reluctant to come forward. Pressure mounted to find those responsible for Kevin's death. The investigation became a high-profile case, scrutinised by the public and the media. Little did anyone know the investigation would soon become a chilling example of police misconduct. The case would expose disturbing truths about those entrusted to uphold the law. It would reveal a tangled web of deceit and malpractice that would shake public trust in the justice system. Kevin Nunes' name would forever be linked to a scandal that exposed the dark underbelly of law enforcement. After years of investigation, a key witness emerged: Simeon Taylor. Taylor claimed to have witnessed the murder. His testimony became central to the prosecution's case. 5 men, Adam Joof, Antonio Christie, Levi Walker, Michael Osborne, were arrested and charged with Kevin's murder. The trial relied heavily on Taylor's testimony. The prosecution presented him as a reliable eyewitness. The defense questioned his credibility, highlighting his criminal past. However, in 2008, the jury delivered a guilty verdict. All 5 men were convicted of murder and sentenced to life imprisonment. It seemed justice had been served. But the truth, as they say, is often stranger than fiction. Behind the facade of a successful prosecution, a dark secret festered. DC Nigel Sargent, one of the officers involved in the investigation, had been engaged in an undisclosed intimate relationship with another officer working on the case. This affair had taken place at a safe house where a key witness, Simeon Taylor, was being protected. This shocking revelation, hidden from the defense, would unravel the entire case. The undisclosed affair was just the tip of the iceberg. As more information came to light, the cracks in the case widened. It was revealed that Simeon Taylor, the star witness, was a convicted criminal who had been given special treatment by the police. He had received taxpayer-funded protection, including a trip to South Africa, despite continuing to commit offences while under their watch. Evidence also emerged that internal concerns about Taylor's behaviour and the handling of the case had been ignored by senior officers. In 2012, the 5 convicted men were finally granted an appeal. The Court of Appeal, faced with the overwhelming evidence of police misconduct and withheld information, had no choice but to quash the convictions. The prosecution, their case in tatters, did not oppose the appeal or seek a retrial. The men, wrongly imprisoned for years, were finally free. The collapse of the case sent shockwaves through the justice system. The Independent Police Complaints Commission, IPCC, launched a full-scale investigation into the conduct of Wolverhampton police. Their report, published in 2016, was a damning indictment of the force. It found evidence of misleading prosecutors, withholding crucial information, and a culture of significant and serious collective failings. The report, while not finding a deliberate conspiracy, highlighted systemic failures within the force. Despite the IPCC's findings, no officers were ever disciplined for their actions. The lack of accountability left a bitter taste in the mouths of many. The Nunes family, still grieving the loss of their son, felt cheated of justice. They had endured years of believing the wrong people were behind bars, only to find out their ordeal was compounded by police incompetence and deceit. A fresh investigation was launched in 2019. But despite a new suspect being identified, the Crown Prosecution Service, CPS, decided against bringing charges. They argued that the failings of the original investigation meant pursuing a new trial would be an abuse of process. The Kevin Nunes murder case serves as a stark reminder of the devastating consequences of police misconduct. It highlights the importance of accountability, transparency, and integrity within law enforcement. The case remains unsolved. Kevin's family continues their fight for justice, hoping that one day the truth will prevail. The scars of this miscarriage of justice run deep, a constant reminder of a young life lost and a system that failed to protect him.